I started drag through a dance program I was working with, and they put on a showcase at the end of every term, and the theme was circus. So they needed a bearded lady. They knew that I had been talking about doing drag for many, many years, and they said, "Honey, now's the time. We need a drag queen, and you're going to do it." And I said, "Okay."
I had seen some local performers come out, and one of them was a non binary performer, and they really caught my eye in the way they represented gender with drag. So I talked to them after, and they kind of parented me into learning about drag.
It was the UW Drag Club. They did an online club and they used Discord. So yeah, I joined it and I really didn't know what to expect, but it was really nice because everyone was so welcoming and open and willing to, share all their knowledge. And then I did an open stage with KW Gays and Theys. And there I met Sasha Tease, and she's been like a huge like inspiration and mentor for me.
Yeah, so Sasha Tease actually told me about the first drag competition that I competed in, which is how I got my start. And I won, and I was very happy about it. And ever since then, it's been a chaotic but pleasant ride.
My first exposure to drag was actually in high school. I had a friend who was a drag queen, and he used to put all of us friends at sleepovers into drag. We loved it. We would act out the Real Housewives of Cambridge, Ontario, in drag in my friend's living room. And I think I knew then that it was something that resonated with me, but I don't think I knew that I um, could do it because I am a trans man, and I didn't know at that time that that would be an option.
Well, this was all an accident, what you see here. One night, I was just putting on makeup, and I went to the Flash Open stage in Toronto. And then from there, I reached out to non-binary bombshell, or Sasha Tease, and then I ended up performing here.
When I was first starting drag, there was about a 6-month time period where I would just do drag alone in my room. And I wasn't performing at this point. I hadn't really stepped into the scene at this point yet or met anyone. I spent a lot of time getting comfortable with the way that I looked, with my face, with my makeup, and what I could do. Once I started to get comfortable with my face, I stepped into the drag scene and started performing.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to have a few people help me with makeup. And then I have four sisters, so they were helping me with makeup and costuming. We had many nights of me screaming at a YouTube tutorial, not getting the eyeliner right. But eventually, it all came together.
I learned how to put myself into drag pretty much through YouTube. I always say YouTube is like the universal drag mother. YouTube is kind of everyone's drag mother at some point because it has videos on how to style hair, how to do simple makeup technique.
My makeup has definitely grown quite a bit because I have definitely gotten help from a lot of the girls in the scene. They're very nice. Like honestly, if anyone wants to do drag and you're shy and you don't know what to do with makeup, just ask some of the girls. They will genuinely help you out because they want to see people do well.
Yeah, my drag aesthetic definitely has had an evolution. It started off just with what I had on hand. So it was a lot of hand me down costumes from my sisters or from my competitive dance days. My makeup was just whatever I could do, which was not a lot. So I was trying to adhere to what I thought people wanted. So I was wearing wigs. I was trying to pad and cinch a little bit. And over the years and with some time off during COVID and relocating, I was able to fine tune what drag felt like mine. Was a little bit more inspired by burlesque performers and the way that they do costuming and the way that they do their hair and makeup. And so, yeah, it was a long journey to get where I am now, but I do drag that's not quite conventional. It's not what you would maybe see on RuPaul's Drag Race or television, but it's drag that feels like me, and it's drag that I'm really proud of.
I like to try to just use what I have and figure out ways to transform. I actually wear a lot of my brother's old things. I wear his suit from when he was 12. Yeah, and just try to pull things like that.
If you're going to do drag, be really, really clear on why you want to do drag. What's the drive there? Because that will inform so many of the decisions you make about your drag. Is there something you want to say? Are you wanting to have a message to your drag? Do you want your drag to be a fun outlet of release and joy and queer joy? Do you want to challenge societal norms?
Always do the thing that excites you and scares you a little bit, and don't worry so much about what the sort of cultural definition of drag is and fitting into that.
Go to an open stage and just perform. As much as it is glamorized to look a certain way in drag, drag should not just be based on a look. Drag is a feeling and an energy you get off of people.
Really, drag is for anyone and should be seen as that way. It's an opportunity for anyone to get out there and explore.
Be brave. You can do it. And there's so much community waiting for you when you're ready.